This is Professor Babatunde Adeloye once again. In keeping the recordings short, at times I'm unable to speak much about the products. So we're talking about little bits of it in each recording. In the previous recording, I told you Phytoscience products regulate every tissue and every organ in the body. Some of us might have started thinking that only those who are sick can take advantage of the products. That is not so. Since they regenerate every tissue and every organ in the body, it means that everybody, healthy or unhealthy, needs the products. If you are healthy, indeed, that's the best time to take Phytoscience products because that means you are going to retain your health or your state of being healthy. Not just that, your health will improve because every tissue, every organ is regenerated. What ailment can stand regeneration? None. Your hair, your skin, your nails, your gums, and your teeth are going to be regenerated. What that means is that if your teeth were crunching before, like mine did before I came across Phytoscience product, they are going to be strengthened. My teeth were just crunching the front part of my teeth, that is the teeth in the front of the mouth, at the tips were just chipping off, and I was crunching, swallowing them. But as soon as I started taking Phytoscience product, the teeth became strengthened. They didn't crack up. Indeed, without Phytoscience products, I would have lost perhaps all my front, or I would have needed to put caps on them. Your eyes will be regenerated, so you see better. A good number of people will drop their glasses. As I said in the other recording, more than 80 people dropped their glasses, both young and old. Then, with the immune system being boosted, T cells, for instance, the T cells mature in the thymus, which is why they are called T cells. And by the time you are 18 years old, the thymus stops growing and starts shrinking. What that means is that you no longer have a new pool of naive T cells. Naive T cells are necessary for you to combat new antigens, that is, new invaders. If you no longer have naive T cells, it means that you are unable to handle new antigens. And that was the problem older people had with COVID-19. Then, as your immune, for instance, let's talk a little bit more about naive T cells. See, naive T cells, once they get to know about the new antigen, we learn to fight it. That's why we call the T cells part of the adaptive immune system. So some of them will die while fighting the new antigen, and some will remain later. They will survive the attack and become what we call memory T cells. Memory T cells, upon spotting this same antigen the next time, now they have the experience. They multiply very rapidly and tackle the antigens. That is why we are not going to have smallpox twice in a lifetime, because we are going to have some memory T cells specialized in attacking smallpox antigens. So as soon as they come in, they multiply quickly and take care of them. One other thing is that as you are aging, the immune cells become old. They suffer what we call immunosenescence. For instance, they can no longer differentiate into more cells. By the time they differentiate, they must have differentiated 64 times. So what that means is that you're going to have a large pool of T cells, for instance, that are no longer of any use to you. Now they're going to become pro-inflammatory signaling agents, which means that they go from protecting you into attacking you or allowing you to be attacked by antigens. So as you are getting old, you are also going to take advantage of these products. Indeed, from the age of 18, as if we should say that it's compulsory for everybody to take the products. Indeed, as soon as you are born, you start aging. So, but we'll say, okay, from the age of 2 onwards, it should be mandatory for people to take Phytoscience stem cell products to regenerate early enough. If you start regenerating early enough, you're going to look much younger for a long period of time than someone who started regenerating at the age of 70 or 80. So the man regenerating at 70 or 80 is still taking good advantage of the products, but imagine what it is to start regenerating early enough. All your organs, all your tissues are protected and regenerated. And indeed, you know that people die not naturally of old age, but because organs fail. If your organs are 100% at all times, then you can see that people will live to be 150 and still be looking as if they are just 80. That is the kind of thing Phytoscience stem cell products offer you. So it's not only for the sick. Everybody needs to regenerate the tissue and every organ and live a healthier life. You can live without having fear of arthritis. As a younger person, my greatest fear was arthritis because I've had stories. Imagine what it would be for you not to be able to walk, or maybe you have rheumatoid arthritis, which is an autoimmune disease. So that's one thing that Phytoscience products we also do for you. You know, autoimmune diseases are due to the immune cells attacking healthy tissues and organs, thinking they are enemy tissues and organs. And with Phytoscience products and every tissue and every organ and every joint regenerated, you have no fear at all of arthritis. In any case, whatever can take care of all these issues permanently, we also prevent you from having them in the first place. I keep these recordings as short as possible. So I'll certainly be back very soon to talk more about these wonderful products. So thank you again for watching.